down 19 with 7:19 to go. Dante DiVincenzo pulls the Knicks within one with 1:08 to go. Clinging to a 1-point lead, Dallas gets a three from Josh Green. The Knicks allowed 3 offensive rebounds before Green hit that three, and Dallas ends up holding on to win 128 to 124. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, along with Alan Hahn. Wally Szczerbiak will join us here in a couple of moments from Dallas. So the Knicks' 5-game winning streak is over. They never recovered after that first quarter that saw them give up 44 points, but oh so close, Alan, down the stretch. Again, that last sequence, they just couldn't get a defensive rebound before Green's key three.
Yeah, it's amazing. We always talk about how the stop isn't until you get the defensive rebound. That's the most important aspect of getting the stop, and the Knicks finally were getting stops in that fourth quarter. But that's one of those plays where you just look at it and you have to credit, first of all, the Dallas Mavericks and how hard they played in this game. It's not a good rebounding team. This was not a good rebounding team. And they knew it going up against a really good rebounding team. They had to hustle. They had to do all the things that you saw in this game to win this game. And you give them credit for that, tapping it back, just keeping it alive so they can get one more shot. Because they knew if the Knicks got the ball down one, they were winning that game. But as you said, first quarter is where this game was probably lost. But they still, typical Knicks, kept fighting and had a chance to win.
Dallas without Luka Doncic, and yet they were able to still put up 128 points. Knicks never led at all. They got within 6 a couple of times in the third quarter, and then they got within 1 in the final minute of the game.
Oh, so close, Bill Pito. Oh, so close. And it's the whole idea of just never letting go of the rope. In today's NBA, we see that too much, but here the Knicks just keep fighting. Julius Randle was getting it done in the paint for most of this game, and he drives hard to the paint there. Jalen Brunson, man, it was a struggle all night long. Isaiah Hartenstein, 15 rebounds, and that put back there. And the Knicks are right in it, down 10. Then you see Brunson rattle in a three. It's 121-114. Jalen Brunson now starting to cook, takes the and-one. Now all of a sudden the Knicks are down by 4. Keep getting stops, kicks it out. One guy who's knocking down threes, Dante DiVincenzo. Bill was going crazy in the studio. It's down 1. Now 3 offensive rebounds later. Josh Green gets a second chance. As he missed the first of them, he knocks that one down, made it a 4-point game. And that was the game right there, 25 seconds to go. They needed one stop. We didn't show the whole sequence, but it was a Green miss, a tap out. Tim Hardaway Jr., side of the backboard, gets it back, takes another 3. Why? Because he wanted to. Misses that one. And then another tap back, and Kyrie gets it, feeds Green, and Green then knocks that shot down to really put the Knicks away. But what a struggle it was at the end at that point. But the Knicks had to climb all the way back. It was such a big mountain to climb because they had such a slow start in that first quarter.
All right, Alan, let's now bring in Wally Szczerbiak. He helped call the game tonight on ESPN Radio 98.7 FM. And, Wally, you made the point in the pregame. Don't let Dallas, because they're shorthanded without Doncic, don't let them get off to a great start. And Dallas got off to a great start.
44 points in that first quarter. Kyrie Irving absolutely abused the Knicks. I mean, that guy has so much game, and it was on display all over the floor here, defending his home court without Luka Doncic. What a performance. Tim Hardaway Jr., the former Knick, knocking down shots all over the place. That was a big-time character win for the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd had his guys ready to play, and it was really surprising that the Knicks were outworked for most of this game. Outstanding effort to get it back to close and have an opportunity to win it and steal it in the fourth quarter. But overall, the more aggressive team all night was the Dallas Mavericks. They were the team that was hitting first. They were the team that was in attack mode the whole entire game. And I give Kyrie Irving a lot of credit because he put his team on his shoulders, made everyone better out there on the floor, and came away with a big-time performance and a big-time win for his Maverick squad.
Yeah, well, you could see the energy in Kyrie at the very start of this game, the first couple of shots. Like, he made it a point that he was going to be in attack mode. But I also do credit Jason Kidd as well, like you said, because how about Josh Green, how ready he was to go up against Jalen Brunson. Like, let's not let him have a big reunion game here. Let's not him have a revenge game. Let's shut him down. They made Jalen work, and you got to give Green credit. And every loose ball, it seemed like the Mavericks were the first ones on it in this game. Did you see that? Did you feel that in the building? The energy that they played with from the very start of the game?
I just felt like the Knicks were a step slow in everything they were doing from the start of the game. Normal rebounds that they would get were getting tipped out of their hands. Normal passes that they would just simply get from point A to point B. The Mavericks were just putting in that extra little bit of effort to get those deflections, create turnovers, create some easy baskets in transition. That first quarter was a clinic, an absolute three-point shooting display. It looked like the Knicks took a little bit of time to adjust as far as their game plan defensively without Luka Doncic out there on the floor. Once they were able to get a handle on how to get the ball out of Kyrie Irving's hands, which they did pretty much the whole entire second half and fourth quarter, I think they were able to challenge the Dallas Mavericks to take some shots that some of those guys were not comfortable with taking. But that last possession, those 3 offensive rebounds, boy, was Dallas quick to that ball. There were some crazy bounces off the side of the backboard, top of the backboard, off the rim, bouncing all over the joint, and it just seemed like those Mavericks did a good job of getting to that play first, and that was the key shot that Josh Green knocked down that really broke the Knicks back. But it was a fun game, not a perfect game, and they obliterated those stats that you've been loving of the Knicks' defensive stats during this OG Anunoby when he's came to the Knicks, because defensively the Knicks have to get back to the drawing board after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The defense that you saw, like you say this all the time, right? That this league will humble you, right? As well as the Knicks were playing and how everything looked like it was clicking and perfect. Boy, that first quarter, you started saying, oh no, like some of the warts are showing and here and there. But did they adjust? Did you see an adjustment defensively? Because the Knicks did get a lot better. Now look, Kyrie does what Kyrie does. He's impossible to defend. But they looked like they finally figured something out defensively and kind of got back to things, because how else do you get it down to a 1-point lead after being down 20?
It was great adjustments by the coaching staff, and I think the coaching staff had to adjust without a lot of the guys out. The normal game plan that you would have, how you would defend these Dallas Mavericks, you had to really see a new team that was going to play a different way. And it took a second for the coaching staff to adjust. They made the necessary in-game adjustments to get the Knicks back into this basketball game, but that's just too many points. I mean, this is a great offensive team. They score 118, top 5 in the NBA, but without Luka Doncic, you have to control them a little more on the offensive end of the floor, and the Knicks just waited a little bit too long to slow them down offensively in that second half.
All right, Wally, thank you as always. We'll talk to you Saturday night with the Knicks at Memphis.
You got it, boys. Talk to you.
All right, you guys have touched on Kyrie Irving. 44 points, that's a season high. Tim Hardaway Jr. tied a season high, the former Knick, with 32. So they more than made up for the absence of Luka Doncic. But Irving with the 44 points, 20 of those 44, Allen, came in the third quarter. In fact, Irving scored 20 of Dallas's 27 third-quarter points.
Took over the game when it looked like the Knicks were trying to push back, and that was the important part of the second half, is can the Knicks cut into what was a 19-point lead at the half? And at one point they did, is they were able to get it to 10, and then Kyrie Irving scored 10 consecutive points. I'm sorry, actually it was cut to 6, and Kyrie Irving scored 10 consecutive points on his own, as if to say, I'm going to stop this myself. And he was able to do that. So the Knicks weren't able to close that in the third quarter and ended up being down by 15 at the end of the third. Amazing to think, right? That they had it to 6, and it looked like, okay, here come the Knicks. This is the Knicks that we're used to seeing. And Kyrie just takes over. You can't play him straight up. Now, this is going to say you can't play him this, you can't play that. But what they started to do in the fourth quarter was trap him, get the ball out of his hands, let someone else beat you. They were playing him a lot straight up. And when you do that, you're playing right into his game, because he is probably, if not one of the best one-on-one players in the NBA. He's so crafty, and when he gets into rhythm, he's almost virtually unstoppable. So when you see that happening, you got to make the adjustment. The coaching staff did by just trapping him, getting the ball out of his hands, make someone else beat you, and it almost worked.
Irving, 44, as we talked about for the game, only 6 in the fourth quarter after erupting that third quarter.
Turnovers, too.
For the Knicks, Julius Randle, 32, 19 in the third quarter, and the homecoming there for Jalen Brunson, or actually first game in Dallas against a team he used to play for. He missed last game last year because of the injury. Had 30 tonight, but only 2 of 6 from downtown. So Brunson plays well with 30, Randle with 32, but not enough as the Knicks lose by 4.